Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. Today is Saturday, the 8th of July, but yesterday was the 7th of July, and the game I played last night, the Los Angeles Times Expert Level Puzzle, had a fluke because I accidentally wrote a digit in instead of putting in two candidates. I clicked on the wrong digit. When I first started this channel, I said I was going to repair all flukes. In other words, put in the actual correct answers for all flukes, but I've stopped doing that because it's very time consuming, and also we often get solutions posted in the chat room in the comment section. But I had several comments from about this game, and in particular Suresh commented that seems that he really wants to know the solution to this game. So I'm going to pick it up from the point where I started at candidates, started putting in candidates. Now, I haven't looked at this game at all since yesterday. And I've entirely forgotten what. I've just filled in the numbers as they were when I started putting in the candidates from yesterday. But I shall finish the game from that point on. So I'm going to put in the candidates as they appear. So one block's across like this and up here. So that's going to give me a couple of ones in those squares, which will put ones down here. And of course, we have ones down there as well. Okay, we have two blocking across here like this, so we can put twos into those squares. Unfortunately, because I'm playing the game fresh from this point of view, I can't remember anything I might have worked out about pairs or something like that. I just have no idea, but I'll just go ahead and fill in with the candidates and should be able to get there from there. Threes appear in these squares here. Threes are down here. Okay, I think that's it. Then fours are in these squares. Fours are somewhere across the middle. And we've got four obviously blocking like this and like this, so we get fours in those squares there. In fact, now oh, no. I was about to say I thought we'd got a four placed, but no, not true. Okay, that's that, I guess. Fives, then do we know more about five? We've got five blocking across here, so we get fives in those squares. We have five blocking here, so fives are there. Sixes appear as a pair there. It's very unfamiliar, this game. If you hadn't told me I'd played it already, I would have no idea. Now, apparently, what I was trying to do yesterday was click on two squares like this and enter the 7. But what I did was I hit the wrong key on the keyboard, so that actually only one square was highlighted, and that's why it put in a 7. But I didn't notice that when I was playing the game because I was already looking ahead at the next thing. So that's what happened yesterday, and that's why I got a fluke. Now we've got 7s across like this and across here and up here, so we do have a pair of 7s there. Eight blocks across here and up here like this, so we'll get 8s in those squares, and that's going to put 8s down here. We also have 8 blocking across the middle like so, so we'll have 8s in those squares there. And in fact, we've got 8 blocking this square here, 8 blocking this square here, 8 blocking here, and 8 blocking here. So we've got an 8 in that column that I didn't see before, and we've got an 8 here. And since so let's remove that, and I just put in the 6 as candidate, so 6 is there. 6 goes up here, 6 goes up here, that will be a 6. Our 3 will be placed here, 3 blocks down here, across here like so, and down here, so that is our 3, meaning this can't be 3, that must be 3. Shall I look again? Let's have another look in case anything's changed enough for me to get any new information. Yeah, we've got 2 across here, 2 down here, and 2 across here, so we can place 2 in those squares. We've got 2 down here and 2 across here, so we get a pair of 2s there, meaning that this is not 2 after all, so we'll remove that 2, but we definitely will have a 2 in that square there. Now we have 4 blocking this square, 4 blocking this square, 4 blocking here, and 4 blocking here. So in this column, that must be the 4, means that that is not a 4. Our 4 will go here. 5 blocking across here and down here. Now, see what I see? It happened again. I'm pressing the wrong key on the keyboard. It means we get 5s as a pair in those squares there. We have 6 blocking across here and 6 all the way up to the top. So there we go with 6s. Seven across here and 7 down here means in fact that this is a pair of 7s, and so we have 7 and 5 in these squares only, which means that this one is not true. Now we can remove that candidate 1 and we can put a 1 there. So now we have 1s blocking across here and across here. It means 1 still available in those squares. And if this is a pair of 5 and 7, we know that this has to be 9. Or you could just look down the column there and say, hey, you must be a 9. Now 9 blocks across here, that's going to give us 9 in those squares there. And when 9 blocks up, 9 blocks up here like so, and 9 blocks across here and across here, you can see we're going to have 9s in those squares as candidates. I think I'm jumping the gun a bit here though. We've got 9 across here, so we get 9s in those squares. Lost my rhythm there. Let's see, 8s, what's going on? Okay, so let's just check one more time before we move on to the rest of the candidates if necessary. Okay, we have 6 blocking across here and 6 up here, so we get 6 in those squares. That's going to block down here, 6 blocking up here, so 6 is possible in those squares there. Right, so now we're at the stage where all the candidates are in. Do I have enough? Let's see. What have we got across here? 1, 2, 5, 7. Is 1, 2, 5, 7? Is it complete? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this block is now complete with candidates. So this is the only place where a 1 has to go here just by itself. So we'll have the 1 here. We'll also have 1 here, and we shall get rid of candidate 1s in those squares there. And now we'll take the 1s up like so, and a 1 across there, so we'll get 1s in those squares. Okay. Right, where to go from here on? So this row is lacking 5 and 6, right? We've got the 5 blocking here, so that must be a 5. This cannot be a 5. Hey, sorry, I hit the wrong... sorry, this must be... I hit the wrong... Again, bad keyboard use on my part. Okay, so 5 is there. And this has to be a 6 to complete this. Let's get rid of candidate 6 there. Also, we can see now that 5 blocks across here. So 5 is in these squares only. Now we had 8s in these squares only. It means that that 9 is no longer true. So I can remove the 9. And now we know that this has to be a 9 and this has to be a 4. So 4 left in that column. And we'll get rid of candidate 4 there. This is the only place for a 9 now in this block. We've got 9 blocking all the way up here and 9 blocking across there, right? So that must be where the 9 goes. Now we've got 9 across here and across here like this. We get 9s in these squares here. That means because we've got left column for 9s and right column for 9s, in the middle here, 9 can only appear in the middle column for this chute. We've got a blocking 9 here, so we know that that has to be 9. Or you could just say 9 blocking across this row, couldn't you? I don't see it like that. Okay. What's the other missing number from here? 6, I think. So 6 blocks up here. So 6 possible in those squares. Right. How are we doing? So this is done. The lower chute down here is done. Middle chute is done. So there's only the top chute to go. So let's see what we can fill in. We've got 1s blocking across and 1 blocking up here. So we have 1s in those squares. What do we know about the 2s? 2s block across here and they block up there. So we have 2s possible there. 3s are complete. 4s are complete. 5s block up here. And from down here, they block up there. So we have a pair of 5s now possible in those squares. But over here, 5s can go anywhere. We don't really have any restrictions on 5s. So put all of those 5s in. 6s are done. 7 blocks across here and 7 blocks up here. So we can have 7s in those squares. And across here, 7 blocks there. So 7s available like that. 8 then blocks across like so. We get 8s in those squares. And 9s are done. So we now have finished everything we can do in terms of pencil marks. So we can see 2, 9 and 2, 9 here. So this 2 can't be true. So let's remove the pencil mark 2. And let's click on the... What happened there? I think I hit the wrong key. I'm going to go back one step. Sorry, I hit the wrong key by mistake. Let me say that again. We have 2 and 9 in these squares. This 2 must be removed. Let me click the right square. Okay, did it. Okay, so now we have pointing 2s here. So we know that this 2 cannot be true. It's got to be a 5. And we can put 7 here and the 5 there and 7 here and 7 in this square here. So that's a 6. That's a 1. And that's a 1 there. And 1 here. So 6, 7, 5 up here. And let's get rid of these excess candidates. We've got to get rid of the 5 and we've got to get rid of the 6, which will give us an 8. And we will finish with a 2 over here. And the last number to place here is an 8, which gives us 5 in this square and 6 in this square. We can't have a 1 there. Let's get rid of that 1. Leaves us with 2, 9. Okay. Right, we have 5 here, so this is 8, and this is 5. Down here we have 5 blocking this square, so we know this is our 5, this is our 2, here's our 9, here's our 2, here's our 9. 9 blocks this square, we know this is a 2. 7 goes there, and 9 goes there. So that's how to finish that game off if you were stuck from yesterday's LA Times expert level puzzle. That's it. Thank you very much. I'll be back, I think, with a third of my regular games today, but later on tonight. Bye-bye.